I better take this with me. I have to translate that. I'd better find something else to wear. I really wish I had my suitcase.
Nancy, how's it going?
I'm stuck in this weird dress.
Well, I'm sure it looks great.
That's sweet, but it's still a little weird.
The compliment or the dress?
The dress. I love the compliment.
Well, I meant it. I wonder what it means. Although it might be good for you to fit in while working on the mystery.
You're right. I found the castle's dungeon.
Wait, a real dungeon?
Yeah.
Dungeons are crazy if you think about it. I'm so glad they are not that common over here.
Agreed.
You know, it just occurred to me that someone had to invent the first dungeon.
Invent?
Well, they didn't always exist, so one day someone had to say, you know, the living room is nice and the kitchen's great, very convenient, don't get me wrong, but you know what would really spruce up the place? Our own private jail.
When you put it that way, it does sound really strange.
No joke. I'd steer clear of that place if I were you, at least as much as you can.
I found an article in the Castle Crier about Carl wanting to keep tourists away from the castle.
Now that doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion. It seems like he'd want the castle to be packed.
I know, right?
That sounds a little suspicious to me. I'd try to snoop around, see what's really going on with him.
I'm on it. Apparently, Anya and Marcus used to date.
Anya and the castle's owner?
Yeah, she seemed really reluctant to talk about it.
It might be a sensitive subject for her.
I think it might be. She seems a little upset still, but I think it's in the past for both of them.
Well, if that's the case, I wouldn't worry about it.
So how's Joe?
The same old Joe. It's hard to be in a bad mood around Joe. Have you noticed that?
Yes, it's like he won't stand for it.
I know. He'll just wear you down until you agree to have a good time. He and Frank are really good friends to have.
I agree. I found out there was an accident in the dungeon.
What kind of accident?
I have no idea.
Do you think it's important?
I don't know yet.
Maybe you should ask Carl about it. He might know.
So, what can I expect from the new and improved Ned?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm still in the planning stages. I think maybe I need an edgier presentation. Get a motorcycle, maybe. Stay out past 10 p.m.? Return library books at the wrong branch?
Oh, no, that might not be the solution. Don't forget, I like you just the way you are.
Then you'll like new Ned even more. Once I settle on just what that will involve, maybe I could get a hobby.
Not a bad idea.
It's really strange spending my time with you and Frank and Joe. You guys always have such great stories to tell. It makes me feel like I live a pretty boring life in comparison. You guys are always like, remember when we were chased by that abominable snowman that really turned out to be an international art thief and also a spy? My best anecdote from this last year is the time I accidentally said something horrible in Italian to the waiter at the pasta place.
Yeah, what you said was pretty unforgivable.
I had no idea.
I'm just teasing. It was just a misunderstanding. And anyway, you have great stories about school and football.
It's not the same. It'd be nice to stumble across a nice mystery now and again.
It doesn't exactly work that way.
Maybe, but maybe I've just not been looking hard enough. I'll let you know what I find.
So how's the search for adventure coming?
I've found the perfect thing.
What's that?
It's a bit of a surprise, but we'll need a team.
Maybe Bess and George?
Perfect. I can't tell you too much more, but we'll need the perfect team name.
I'll work on it.
Great. This is going to be so much fun.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
What are you wearing, Nancy? Change out of that this instant!
What's the matter? It's just a costume for the celebration. It was left in my room.
Who left that in your room?
I don't know. It was just there with a note to put it on. I still don't see what the big deal is.
Change out of it now!
What happened? Who would do something like this? I'd better hang on to this.
Why are you still wearing that?
My clothes, they're gone. Someone tore them to shreds.
This is bad. Who did it?
I don't know. I don't even know why anyone would want to do it.
Someone thinks it's important that you look the part, it seems.
Do you do a lot of traveling?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about traveling?
These days, less and less. Since I've been a little girl, the world has decided to spend each day forgetting what makes it special.
What does that mean?
A long time ago, when you would travel from town to town, each place would be different. You'd never know what you were going to find over the next hill. But now, it's all the same. Now you just wonder, will the fast food place be on the left side or the right side of the street? I feel bad for your generation. There's less to explore.
I still think there's a lot to see.
There is, but there is also less. What you think of as wild now is nothing. Too many people want to tame this world, and too many people think that they have.
What do you mean?
The world is a dangerous place. It will always be. Your grandparents and parents spent their lives rounding the sharp corners off of the world to make it safer. But all that they've done is make the world uniform and boring. It is still just as cruel and deadly.